Hi, um, hello there. This is Dabson Ishmael. Today, I like to do a tutorial on how to use WYSIWYG Web Builder, that's the CMS tools in WYSIWYG Web Builder, as well as how to use Wamp to configure your using WYSIWYG Web Builder, that is the CMS tools with Wamp, as well as how to be able to preview your applications or preview your website projects that you work on in WYSIWYG Web Builder using your mobile phone. So we are going to use Wamp server to be able to help us achieve that. So to get started, I'm going to go through a couple of things. We are probably going to use WYSIWYG Web Builder. I have a couple of things set up, so probably just pardon me. So I just go through my screens and then make sure everything is right so we can get started. So if you are in here, the live chat is enabled. If you look at the description of the video, you can also download a couple of resources as well as subscribe to the channel and then get a couple of templates as well. So that is it. I'll be starting in some few minutes. Just hold on for some second and then I'll get started. So if you're around, just let me know. Let me feel your presence. Just send a message so I know you're around. Probably want to share this with other people so that they can also join in. Let me just do this real quick. So I'll be starting very soon. I'll be sticking around here within the next, I think, about 5 to 10 minutes. I should be ready to go live. Okay, so I'll just do this real quick. Is anybody around? Okay, I think I see two people watching now. I'll be starting very soon. I see three people. Okay, just give me some few minutes, and I'll just get started. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. If you can't, just let me know. If you can't hear me, also just let me know. Okay, so the time currently here, I'm in Ghana. The time is 4:51 p.m. 4:55. We should get started. So I have three persons as of now. Okay, so let me just share this link real quick with someone. Yeah. So hello there. I hope you're all doing well. It's been a while with tutorials. I'll try my best to be able to record tutorials. This live video was supposed to come on, that was last month, but I couldn't do it. But I just had to try my possible best to do it this time. So pardon me if you were expecting a tutorial or a live demo from me and it didn't come. Okay, so time is 4:52 now. Done with that. Let me just see if everything is going on right before we get started. So before I get started, let me just switch through to my application and then let me know if you can see my application, you can see my screen so that I make sure I'm not leaving anyone behind. And kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And then yeah, so I think everything should be okay now. Let me just open this instead. Okay, so I am on my application. If you can see, let me know. I'm trying to make sure everything is right before I get started. Okay, right, so let me just Okay, so I think I'm good to go. Everything seems to be right now. Let me just put this here, then close this, and then I think we should. So yes, like I was saying, today's tutorial is going to be on how to, let me just get this. Yep, so today's tutorial is going to be on how to use Wamp to be able to preview your website project on that is your mobile phone, as well as to use the same Wamp to serve as a server and then use it to configure your CMS tools and WYSIWYG Web Builder. So not much ado, let's just get started. So the time is 4:54, and then yeah, I think we are good to go now. So to get started, we are probably going to be working with the CMS tools. This is my project open, that's WYSIWYG Web Builder, and I have two pages. I think I should have two pages. Let me just go ahead and create another page. This is the index. By default, the index page is the one going to contain the CMS view as well as the title and the other information. And then I'm going to go ahead to create an admin page, which let me just get rid of the mobile page and create an admin page instead for an admin. So I'll create an admin page. I'm going to rename this to admin. And then let me just change this one to PHP. So because I'm going to use the CMS tools, I'm going to run PHP. So I'm going to do the same for this also. So let me just make this admin.php. And then, yes, I think we are good to go. So I'm going to come to my toolbox because I'm going to work with the CMS tools. Let me just go to the CMS section. So I'm going to come to the CMS section. I think should have the CMS section somewhere here. Okay, let me just go to the CMS section. What is happening? Why can't I find my CMS section? Okay, so I have my content management system here. I'm going to get started with the CMS view. So let me just bring that here. Before I continue, let me just right click on this page, go to page properties and make sure I have my page centered, that center horizontally. I'm going to do the same for the index page. I'm going to go to page properties and then I'm going to make sure I have that centered horizontally as well. Now come back to, I think the CMS view is supposed to go to the admin page, supposed to go to the index page. So I'm going to cut this from here and then I'm going to bring it here. Now let me just expand this a little bit. I think this position is, let me just close it a little bit so I can have my navigation at the right hand side here. I'm going to continue to my CMS. Let me just come to my CMS label. So I'm going to have a label for name, that's a title as well as name. So let me just put this here. This is going to be the title. Let me expand it a little bit. I'm going to double click on this and then I'm going to change this from name to title. So this is going to be title. I'll go ahead to the style and then I'm going to increase the size of this. So I'm going to change this to about 16 pixels and then I'm going to make sure it is bold. So I'll go ahead and hit an OK. I think the size is okay. Now let me come back here and then let's see if I'm going to, let me just bring my menu here. So then this is going to be my menu. Let me just double click on this. The menu is going to be responsive and then I'm going to go to the style section. Let me just take away the background. This is going to be transparent. Now there isn't going to be any border. Let me take away the border width. Now the text, let me just change this to, I think black is going to be okay. Let me just make sure everyone can probably see me. If there's any incoming chat text, I can respond to it. Okay, so that's it. Let me just redo that here. Okay, so let me just come back to my project. Now the text size color is going to be black. Now the size, I'm going to keep it on 10 pixels and then I'm going to go ahead to hit on OK. Let me just keep that let me just keep that here, expand this a little bit. Let me go ahead and change this from responsive to that is vertical. The width, I'm not going to use any fixed width, so I'm going to use variable. And then I think this is okay. This looks a little bit better. Now let me just come back here to my toolbox. Then I'm going to go to my label again. Let me just bring this here. I'm going to expand this. So this can probably contain the date, so created date, as well as I can go ahead and bring one more if I want to. Let me just reduce the size of this a bit and copy this, put this here, and then this is going to be created by, and then I can as well include number of views. Let me just paste one more. Let me just reduce the size of this a bit, and then I'm going to go ahead to increase this, and then let me just go ahead and change this to probably number of views. So this, I think this is going to be okay for now. Let me just move this up a little bit. Let me come to my toolbox. I'm going to bring a text to. So let me just bring a text to here. And then instead of using just the text tool, let me just use one of the heading text here. So I'm going to change this to navigation. And then I'm just going to leave that. Let me expand this a little bit. Okay, I think this is okay. Now I'm going to use Control A to select everything and make sure everything is positioned in the center of my page. Now let me just, I think that's okay for now. Move this up a little bit. I'll come to my admin section. I'm going to come to my toolbox, go to the CMS section, and then I'm going to bring my CMS admin here. So let me just bring this CMS admin here. Before I continue, let me right click on this, go to page properties and make sure I have it centered, that it's in there, centered horizontally. That's the page alignment. So I think that's pretty done there. Now let me just bring this here and make sure it is positioned in the center of the page. Let me come back to the index page and make sure everything is right. If I want to have any admin page, I can go ahead and create one. So let me just do one real quick. That's a master page instead. So let me just make this master page. And then let me just come here, right click on an empty space, go to page properties. This is going to center horizontally. And then let me just hit on OK. Now I'm going to come to my toolbox. Let me just get a layer 2. So I'm going to click on the layer 2. And then let me just see if I can create some kind of navigation. Let me just make this 970 pixels by about 60 pixels. That's okay. Let me come to my toolbox. I'm going to look for the material icons. So I'll draw this here. Let me double click on this. And then I'm going to get, let me just use this as my logo. So I'm going to just put this in here. So this, okay, let me change the color, the background color of this to something a bit deeper. Let me just select this. Let me change this to white. And then let me change this also to, that's the hover. It's going to be this color I have in here, white smoke. And then I'll hit on OK. Now I'm going to come back to my toolbox, and then I'm going to look for the navigation, that's CSS menu. I'm going to just create two navigation, which is going to lead me to the blog, that is the CMS page, as well as the admin page. Let me move this, change this to, that's a CMS page. Just make all caps. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. Let me create this. This is going to be admin page. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. Let me just go ahead and link them. So this is going to be linked to the admin page. And then this is going to be linked to the CMS page. That's the index page. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. Let me come to style. And then let me make sure I'm going to go ahead and take away, I think I don't need a background here, so let me make this transparent. Now the text color is going to be white. When you move over it, it's going to be the white smoke I have in here. I think the size is okay. Let me come to the main menu, make sure. Then the layout is going to be, that's variable. This is going to be horizontal. That's okay. That's going to be center. The text is also going to be centered. Now let me go ahead and hit on OK. I think I have a border set here, so let me just come to my border section and make sure I take away my border. So this is going to be none. And then let me go ahead and move this into this layer. I'll go ahead to the style section. Let me just change this from center to left, and then let me go ahead and increase the space in between them. So to the text section, let me just make this about 10 pixels. Let's do 10 pixels. Okay, that's okay. Let me reduce this a bit and then move this somewhere here. Now I'm going to go back to my toolbox. I'm going to look for the layer 2, and then I'm going to create just a footer here. Let me change the size of this to 970 by I think 50 is okay. And then I'm going to change the background color of this. Let me change this to this color. Looks okay. Now let me move this a little bit to the bottom. Let me double click on this. Check that's relative horizontal sizing. This is going to be center. Let me go ahead and check relative horizontal sizing for this, as well as change the alignment to center. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. Now let me come back to my toolbox. I'm going to look for the CMS, that's the content placeholder. Let me move this a little bit to the bottom. Keep this here. I'm going to expand this. So let me just go ahead and expand this a little bit to this position. Now let me change this from default layer to that's the docking layer. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. I think this is okay for now. Let me come back to my index. I think everything seems right now. Let me just go ahead and make sure I have that set as my master page. I'll come to my miscellaneous and then I'm going to select my master page. Let me come back to general. Let me just change this to CMS page. That's the title of the page. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. Let me just come here and do same. So I'll come to page properties. I'll come to miscellaneous and then I'm going to select my master page. I'll go ahead and change this to CMS admin page. And then I'll go ahead and then hit on OK. So I think that is it. Let me just go ahead and get started with the configuration aspect. So now we are going to configure these details over here using our Wamp. By default, I already have Wamp installed on my system. So let me just yeah, I already have Wamp installed on my system. The version is version 3.0.6. Let me just see if I can put that here. So the version of Wamp I'm using is version 3.0.6. That is 32-bit. I have a link in the description of this video. You can go ahead and download it and use it. So what we are going to do next, I'm supposed to add an additional scene to my project. Just hold on a second. I'm going to do that and then we continue with live streaming. So let me just come here. Let me open my Wamp first. Also, we are going to take a look at how to do some small to check the IP address of our system using on Windows machine. So let me just get that. Just bring that screen up. Okay, so let me just bring this one. This is blank for now. Just pardon me. Let me just get it right. Okay. So I didn't set this up initially. Let me see if I can add that here. So we go straight to it. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. I'm going to bring my network and sharing center. So first of all, if you want to see your your IP address on the Windows system, you just go to the network and sharing center on the right hand bottom of your system, and then you go to you click on the internet. Let me just do that here. You click on the name of your network, you go to details so you can see the IP address. Now this is going to be very useful in the next step of our project. So you just copy your IP address down, and then we are going to get use that very soon. So let me just get rid of that from my screen here. Okay, so back to our project. What we are going to do next is to configure our CMS details over here. So we are going to use Wamp to do that. I already have Wamp installed on my system, as I said earlier on. Now I'm going to go ahead and let me just go ahead and bring up the screen here so you can see it. So I have Wamp over here. To access Wamp on your system, you just type localhost, and then it comes to this page. You go ahead to my PHP, my admin, so you can. And mine is protected with a that is, I have a user account as well as with a password. So this page is protected. So all I have to do is to go ahead and enter the name of my that's my username, as well as I go ahead and enter the password. So it logs me in. And then what I'm going to do here is to create a database. So I'll come to the database section. I'm going to create a database I'm going to use for my CMS. So all I'm going to do is to just type a database name here. So this is going to be CMS project. So I'll go ahead and hit on create. And that is all I have to do over here. In case you want to create users for your, that is your local host, all you have to do is just go to the user section, that's user account section, and then you create your user account. I already have a user account you're using, that's a Dabson. I'm going to go ahead to minimize this, and then I'm going to come back to my WYSIWYG Web Builder project. So let me just open up that here. Now what we are going to do here is to configure our CMS tools. It looks like let me see if I can get this showing. The window, I have double click on the window here, but it's not showing. Let me see how best I can add that here. Let me just do that real quick. Okay, so I have my CMS view here. Let me just go ahead and hit on OK. Okay, see it. So this is my CMS view. I'm going to go ahead to configure it. So for the server, what I'm going to type here is going to be localhost. Just a second as I do that. So the server is going to be localhost, and then the database. So you remember we created a database, that the CMS project. So I'm going to enter the CMS project here, and then database prefix, I'm going to leave that here. Now the username is the Dabson I logged in with, as well as the password is admin at 123. That is the password for this section. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. So I'm done with this part. Now what I'm going to do next is to configure the admin section also. So let me just move over to the admin section. I'm going to double click on this, and then I think I don't have this also showing. So let me just configure that in my application. Let me just come here to add. Let me just add this. Okay, so this is going to be the admin section. Let me just go ahead and then take away this blank space. Let me expand this a bit. So this is it. Now we are going to change the admin password here. So the password is going to be demo, and then allow users. We want to have this admin to be able to access our CMS page. And then let's just scroll down to the bottom a bit. Now we have this part where you configure it with your email address as well as your details here. We are actually not going to spend time doing anything here because we have this on our local host. And then what we are going to do here is enter the database name. So this is going to be CMS project. And the password is going to be admin at 123. That is the password for the database. Now the server is going to be localhost, because I have this on my system. And then my MySQL username is going to be Dabson. So that is going to be my MySQL username. Now let me change the height of my editor here to about 400. I'm going to use the editor type is going to be, I think, let me just stick to the text here. That's okay for now. If you want to perform any additional settings, you can go ahead and do that here. As well as if you hit on the arrow by the editor type, you can select any of these editor types that we have in here. I'll be sticking to the text area. I'll be using that in my project. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. Let me just come back to my index page. Everything looks right here. What I'm going to do next is to publish these pages. So let me just go to publish. I already created a folder in my, that is www, in my root folder of my Wamp, which is called www.cms. to also do that, you just have to navigate to your CMS, that is your www folder in your Wamp. Anytime you install Wamp your system, depending on the location where you leave it, it's going to let's see, let me just expand this a little bit so you can see. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, so this is my default location. Now, if you want to navigate to your folder where your WAMP files are being kept, it's kept in your, that is your local drive C. By default, you see a folder created WAMP. Now, if you go ahead to open that folder, you see www folder. That's actually where you're supposed to keep your website file. So that's where I'm going to publish my project to. So I already have a folder created in there, which is called wwb CMS. So I'm going to go ahead to, let me just explore this and make sure there isn't anything there and get rid of all what is there. So I have opened the folder which contains the information. I'm going to clear everything there. I'm closing that back. And then what I'm going to do next is just go ahead and publish my project in there. So I have my project published. Everything has been published there. Now let me just go ahead and open my browser and then open a new tab. Now I'm going to type localhost, and then this is going to be CMS www CMS. I'll go ahead and hit on enter. I'm going to get some kind of error because I've actually not published anything into my pages. Let me try and go to that main page and see if everything is right here. So I have my admin page showing. Now let's come back to our project, and then at the master page, let me just double click on this and change the docking mode to the top. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. Let me go ahead and publish this and then come back to my browser. So I'm going to come back to my browser. So in my browser, all I'm supposed to do is to type, that is to get to this page, I'm going to type localhost and then www CMS. This is going to lead me to the index page, or which is containing the blog or the CMS information. Now I'm having this error because I've actually not published anything. So what I'm going to do is to come to the admin page, and then I'm going to enter my admin details. So the username for this section is admin, and then the password, I think I entered demo. Let me just come back to my application to check that. So I'm going to come back to my application. Let me come to my admin section and make sure I have the right password. So the password is supposed to be demo. Now let me go back to my browser and then enter the username, which is supposed to be admin, and the password is supposed to be demo. And then here we go. So I have that. I'm logged in now. All I'm supposed to do is to create my new page. So I'm going to create a new page here. Let me just go ahead and create a new page. This is the page that has opened here. I'm supposed to populate this with some information. I'm going to go back to my project. Let me just open my project. And then I'm going to just get, let me come to the toolbox. I'm going to come to the text section. Let me select the text. I'm going to expand this, and then I'm going to double click on this to get some gibberish text here using the lorem ipsum. Then let me just copy about 9 paragraphs. So I'm going to copy this. Let me just get rid of this after copying it. And then I'm going to come back to my browser. I'm going to paste that here. Now the title is just going to be, this is a test. It's a test blog post. I want to have here. Now let me just copy this because I actually inserted the title of my, that is my CMS page in my project instead of that is, I could have also used name. I use the title instead, so I have to paste my title in here. I don't need anything for description. Users, I don't think I need anything more here. Now I'm going to go ahead to save this, and then I'm going to go to my CMS page. Should see some, let me just make sure I have everything right. Let me come back to my admin page, and then I'm going to click on home so that this is going to be visible on my CMS page. So as you can see, this is our post. We have the title over here. And I'm supposed to change this, and change it. Now let me come back to my project and then correct that. So on the index page, This is the CMS. This one is not supposed to be the name. This is supposed to be, let me see, created by. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. Let me just change this to date instead. Let me clear what I have in here and change this to date. Created date, insert. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. Let me change this to created by. And then let me go ahead and change this to number of views. And then I'll go ahead and hit on OK. Let me go ahead and publish this again. I'll go ahead and hit on done. Now let me come back to my browser. So let me just go back to my browser. And then I'm going to refresh this page. So we should see the date it was created. We should see who created the post. We should see the number of users as well. I'm going to go ahead to take away the what I have in here from my project. Let me just go back and switch to my project. So just double click on any of the tools or the elements you brought in here. And then under the border section where you have border, just take away the border. You can change this to none as well. I'm going to do same for this. I'll come to style. I'm going to change this to none. And then I'm going to change this to 0. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. I'm going to do same for this. So let me just change this to none. This is going to be 0. I'll go ahead and do same for this also. I'll come to style. And then I'm going to change this to none. This is going to be 0. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. Let me go ahead and publish this page again. Okay, so I have that published again. Let me just go ahead and switch over to my browser. So let me refresh this page. And as you can see, we have everything done here. Now, in order to take away the space I have at the bottom here, let me just come back to my project. So I'm going to come back to my project. And then what I'm going to do is, on the master page, let me just come to my index page. Now I'm going to bring a toolbox here. And the toolbox, I'm going to look for the layer 2. Let me just click on the layer. Let me scroll to this bottom. I want to have my footer move to the very bottom. I'll go ahead and double click on this. Let me just go ahead and change this to transparent. I'll go ahead and hit on OK. Let me go ahead and expand this a little bit so that I can go ahead and publish this again. So I'm going to publish this entire project. Now let me go ahead and then open my browser. So let me just open my browser. I'm going to go ahead to refresh this page. So as you can see, we have everything neatly here. Now I have my title, I have my date, I have my admin as a user who created a post, as well as I have the number of views. Now I have my navigation here. So let's just go ahead and create a new navigation and see how that is also going to appear here. So I'm going to create a new blog post. Let me just copy this. And then let me just change this. This is a second blog post. I'll go ahead and then I'm going to leave the content. Let me just copy this and bring that in here instead. So I'll go ahead and hit on OK. I'm going to save this, and this time around, this is going to be what is going to be on the home page. Now, when I come back to my CMS page, I should see that I have my first blog post, I have my second blog post. Now I can navigate between them because they are same content. The only thing which is going to change is going to be the title we have in here. So this is a second blog post, and then this is a test blog post. So that is it for the CMS pages. That is when you want to test it locally on your system using that is a Wamp server. Now, what we are supposed to take a look at next has got to do with how probably when we are done working on a project in WYSIWYG Web Builder and we've published it to our local host server, how we will be able to take a look or preview it on our mobile phone or any mobile device. So to do that, all we have to do, like we saw earlier on, all we have to do is let's see if I can get that. See our internet. Let me see if I can get my network and sharing center. So you just have to locate your network and sharing center. Let me just get rid of this. You get to open, that's the network and sharing center. Let me open my desktop so that you can see the network and sharing center. So I'm just going to add that real quick. Let me see if I can open that here. Okay, so this is my network and sharing center. So you open your network and sharing center, like I said earlier on. You click on your network name, and then you go to details to see the IP address of your system. So this is my current IP address, 192.168.1.107. I'm going to go ahead to close this. Let me just close this also. And then what I'm going to do next, let me just come to back to my WYSIWYG Web Builder application. Let me click on that. What I'm going to do next is I already have this project published. Now I'm supposed to go to the Wamp icon on the system tray at the bottom right hand corner. Let me see if I can bring this up so you have a look at it. Let me just go ahead and then bring another screen for you to be able to see it. So I'm doing that real quick here so you'll be able to see my desktop, and then we take it from there. Okay, so my desktop doesn't seem to be, let me see if I can have that here. Okay, so I'm actually using OBS Studio. I'm a bit new to OBS Studio, so just pardon me if I'm not getting everything right. So I'm not going to do this anymore. Let me just bring this. Let me go ahead and then bring the browser here. So I'm going to go ahead and then select my browser. Let me have my browser here so you can see what's going on there. Let me see. Let me just go ahead and change this to my browser so that you can still see my browser. I'll go ahead and then hit on, okay, so I guess you can see my browser. So this is my browser. Let me just go ahead and configure this back to my browser so that you can see my browser. So I'll go ahead and, okay, so that's it over here. And let me just go back and switch over to my web builder application. So I'm going to switch over to the application so you can see. Just let me minimize my browser. Let me take this off so you can see my application. Okay, so like I said, I already have this project published. Now what I'm going to do next is to perform some configuration on my Wamp server. So I'm going to go to my system tray. You see the Wamp icon there. All I have to do is to click on it. When I click on it, I'm just going to go to the Apache section, and then I'm going to open httpd vhost.config. This one I'm going to, let me just minimize it so that I can open this for you to have a look at it. So let me just add that here so you can see that. Let me just bring this up. Okay, so here we go. Let me just minimize the size of this a bit. So when you open the httpd.vhost notepad, this is what it's going to show. Now you're supposed to perform some change here. By default, this is not what it's supposed to show. When you come to this line or this section of your httpd vhost, this is going to be something else. So all you have to do is to change it to require all granted, and this is going to allow you to be able to preview your project on your mobile devices. Now before you can preview your project on your mobile devices, you should be connected to the same network, that is your mobile phone, as well as your system which you have your project hosted on, that is which has the Wamp server running on. And then you are going to use the IP address we saw earlier on. So let me just get rid of this now. So as you saw, let me just come back to this. So like I said, you're going to change whatever you have here to require all granted. When you're done, let me close that. And then you come to your browser. So I'm going to go back to my browser. What you're supposed to do on your mobile device is that you enter the IP address of your system. So 192.168.107 / the name of the project you have on your system. So this is going to be CMS. This is going to bring you to the CMS page that is on your mobile device. So how this is going to be useful to you is that when you have projects that probably are responsive, that you want to have them, or you want to be able to preview them on your mobile devices, then you should be able to see that here. So I see someone send us, please upload new free templates on your site. Yes, I actually have a couple of free new templates that we've designed. We'll be releasing them very soon. I don't just want to release a single free template. I'll be releasing a couple more which have been designed in, that is version 12 of the application. So like I said, so you enter the, let me just come back to my browser. You enter the address, that's the IP address of your system on your mobile device, then slash the name of your project you have, and that is WYSIWYG Web Builder, that is you have stored on your localhost server, and then you go ahead and preview that on your mobile device. So if you have any projects, if you've installed Wamp, you can just go ahead and then preview that. So basically today, this is what I wanted to show you. I think I'm done for now. If you have any questions, you can kindly let me know. And then yes, so if you also have any tutorial that you may want me to record for you, or you may want me to elaborate or throw more light on, you can let me know so that I do my possible best to record those tutorials for you. So it's been a great day. It's been a great time having you around. I want to say a very big thank you to you for sticking around and being a part of this. Hasn't really been so smooth using OBS, but I think you got every aspect of what I wanted to show you. I'm very glad you stayed around. Let me just see how everything is going on here. In case you have any question, I'm going to be around for some few minutes. It's actually 5:30 p.m. here. I'm going to be around for about 2 minutes. If there aren't any questions, I'll be gone. So kindly subscribe to my channel, and then kindly also share the videos with others, as well as we have a couple of templates, nice templates on our website. Do well to check them out. So yes, today has been a great Sunday. I hope you enjoyed your Sunday as well. And then I'm very glad you actually joined me with my live video. It's been great here trying to figure out OBS Studio, like I said. So that's it for today. If there aren't any questions, or if there aren't any questions or any request for that's request for tutorials, I think I'll be gone for now. If you have any requests you want to make for any tutorial you want me to record on, all you have to do is to just send me an email. That's the info@tapsnation.com. I have that in the description of this video. Just do that, and then I'll try my possible best to record tutorial on that for you. Of course, if it's not beyond me, I'll do my possible best to do that for you. So it's been a wonderful Sunday. Thank you very much, guys. I think I'm going to be gone for now. It's 5:32 p.m. here in Ghana. So then, bye for now. Bye bye.